The Kappa family, Guy, Gail Garcia Bernal, Priska, Vicky Creeps, and their 2 children, Maddox and Trent, arrive at a luxury resort for a family vacation. But this is no ordinary vacation. Guy and Priska are going through a rough patch in their marriage and plan to divorce after this trip. Priska is also suffering from a slow-growing ovarian tumor. At the resort, the children befriend Idlib, the resort manager's nephew. They play a secret code game to decipher hidden messages. That night, Maddox and Trent overhear their parents arguing, during which it is revealed that Priska has a tumor. The next morning, the resort manager invites the Kappa family to a secluded beach. They are accompanied by 3 other groups. Brendan, mid-sized sedan, Aaron Pierre, a rapper, and his girlfriend. Dr. Charles, Rufus Sewell, his mother Agnes, his wife Crystal, and their daughter Cara. Darren and Patricia Carmichael, a married couple. Upon arriving at the beach surrounded by steep cliffs, Trent discovered the body of Brendan's girlfriend inside a cave. Brendan was experiencing a nosebleed due to hemophilia. Shortly after, Agnes suddenly died after having difficulty breathing. Trapped in fast-moving time. The children begin to experience something strange. They suddenly turn into teenagers within a matter of hours. The group realizes that every 30 minutes on this beach is equivalent to 1 year in normal life. At least one person from each family has an underlying medical condition. They try to leave, but every time they attempt to pass the rocks surrounding the beach, they faint and wake up back on the beach. They're trapped. Terrifying physical effects. In a schizophrenic rage, Charles attacks Brendan with a pocket knife. The wound heals in seconds due to rapid regeneration. Priska's tumor, which was supposed to grow slowly, instead swelled rapidly to the size of a melon. Charles successfully removed it surgically, and the surgical wound healed instantly. The corpse of Brendan's female friend decomposed completely into bones within a few hours. Kara and Trent, now in their late teens, have sex, and Kara becomes pregnant. She gives birth quickly, but the baby starves to death within a minute because time is passing too fast. As the day goes on, the situation grows increasingly dire. Charles kills Brendan during a severe schizophrenic episode. Jaron drowns while trying to swim for help. Patricia suffers a fatal epileptic seizure after seeing Jaron's body. Kara tries to climb a cliff to escape, but faints and falls to her death. Crystal suffers from hypocalcemia. Her bones break and heal in the wrong positions, horrifically warping her body, until she eventually dies inside the cave. Charles attacked Guy and Priska. Priska killed him with a rusty knife, causing a fatal blood infection within minutes. Guy lost his sight and Priska lost her hearing due to old age. The two made peace and acknowledged their love before dying of natural causes in their old age, lying side by side on the beach. Maddox and Trent, now in their 50s, mourned beside their parents' bodies. The next morning, Trent recalled the secret code from Idlib. My uncle doesn't like coral. They realized there was an underwater coral reef that could serve as an escape route. Maddox and Trent swam through it, though Maddox's clothing got caught. Meanwhile, a resort employee monitoring them reported that the entire Trial 73 group had died. It was revealed that the resort was a front for the research team of the pharmaceutical company Warren & Warren. They were conducting clinical trials of new drugs by injecting them into the drinks of guests with medical conditions. The beach that accelerated aging allowed them to complete a lifetime's worth of clinical trials in a single day. The resort manager was preparing to trap a new group, but Trent and Maddox emerged from the water with a notebook containing the names of previous victims. Trent handed it over to Greg Mitchell, a police officer on vacation. The officer realized that all the names in the notebook were of missing persons, and the research team was arrested. Trent and Maddox, though physically middle-aged but mentally still children, were supposed to live with their aunt, who wasn't ready to see her nephews had grown up.